I got a couple tasks here at the end of the day. I'm barely holding on. I got 3 bags of colonized rye grain berries that I'm going to pull out of the pressure steam sterilizer. I'm going to throw some blue oyster mushroom wedges in there. And then I'm going to make some room in the incubation chamber by taking the colonized bags of Master's Mix and move those lion's mane bags into the fruiting tent. So I'll just grab these guys here. All right, we got them locked and loaded. We're gonna be moving and grooving here. I am so tired. Turn on the laminar flow hood. Right. So we'll just get these ready like this. In fact, so I'm heating this guy up. Might take a second. So get a bag here, show off a little bit. Let me see. You know, it's just really tough to see what we got going on here, but this is definitely moving. So this is lion's mane. I do have issues with it coming to the surface. I can almost see it fruiting a little bit, but I'm going to move this into once my thing gets sterilized. I'll make 2 slits, and I'll move this into the fruiting tent, and then that'll make room for. I'll be throwing blue oyster mushroom mycelium into my sterilized bags of rye grain berries. So, what am I waiting for? Well, I gotta get this thing cooking and sterilized. I do that. Yeah, so I got a couple bags of these. Like I said, it has a proclivity to start fruiting in here when it's not ready to go. Lion's mane is wispy, but this is you know, it's always and the other thing, I gotta start dating stuff. The bags I got in the fruiting tent now, I was like, shouldn't they be fruiting? But my depth perception of time is just shot. I'm so exhausted as well. I've been cleaning the garage the whole weekend, so I had to work this morning, and then so this is kind of the curse of, nobody tells you this about mushroom farming. It's just like I go to work, and then I come home, and then I'm in the garage, and I do mushrooms until I go to bed, and then back to work and what have you. So let's see where this thing's at. All right, yes, that's pretty good. So the ideal is to like weigh these out to 5 pounds. My weighing technique is not the best, but essentially, since I'm ready to fruit, I'll be folding this down. Hoping to compress some of that air out of the patch. And I'll put 2 slits into it, and then I'll just throw it in the tent. Boy, that air is just really just hanging. I'm excited about the blue oyster mushrooms. I had a contamination issue with the bucket, which was a bummer, but so yeah, there it goes. So something like that. I don't want to mandle it too much here, but let's see what else is going on the farm. The reishi's working out. I got a bag of reishi. I'll show you that real quick. Call it. Yeah, I'll show you. It's not. It's just the mycelium. Don't get too. Let's see. Here it is. But I had another one that kind of stalled on me. So this is reishi. So this is going to be a reishi on rye. That's reishi mycelium on rye grain berries, right? So that's what I'll be doing today, except with blue oyster mushrooms. So this will be fun. This will be good. This will be a visually exciting mushroom. And boy, I need more room. I'm gonna get more incubation chambers going. That's like priority number one. Probably even before a grow tent upgrade. Things are moving along. I've been cleaning the garage all the time, and so I'm going to be doing all sorts of floor treatments, and yeah, it's taken over my life. Holy smokes! Okay, overcooked it. Shoot. So that's the only thing with this is it gets too hot. Golly. Golly. Yikes. Okay. It's dangerously hot. I don't know. But yeah, I'll be taking the, so this was originally, so I took a plate of blue oyster agar and I made 5 subsequent ones. And so I'm going to take one of these and use it. A little bit of overkill. I've only got 3 bags to do. Efficiencies of scale are not with me yet. But I got a lot of interest in town. So hopefully I can work with the farmer's market soon. All right, let's see if this thing, boy, this thing is scorching. Golly. We'll get another lion's mane bag out and squeeze the air out again. So yeah, so blue oyster, reishi. Let's see what the next bugaboo is here. Yeah, you know, maybe I let these go too far. Yeah, I'm wondering if I'm doing it wrong with all this air that's getting stuck in here. Probably not. So, yeah, but I'm gonna do double slits again. That's the new way of thinking. And I'll do everything out of bags. I'll do the blue oyster out of bucket again when I have time to heal from the loss. But that's about it, huh? So. All right. Let's see what this thing. Yeah, just a bajillion degrees. What's it got to do here? Golly. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let it sit for a second. The thing is sterile, for sure. Yeah, usually. But yeah, I'll load them up. So these are the. I don't want to handle them too much, but these are the sterilized rye grain berries. I cooked them last night, and I will be throwing blue oyster mycelium in these. These are lion's mane. And I'll show you one of my bags of lion's mane that I got that's it's stalling on me. And I say that after I just said, you know, I need to date things. I have no time perception. So this one's ready to fruit. It's in the fruiting chamber right now. I won't bug it too long, but you can definitely see it's a brick. It's a brick of mycelium. I got pretty good free air exchange going on in here. And I got a homemade humidifier. So, but this thing should be cooled off pretty soon. And I'll do these. So these guys will be going into the tent. The rye grain bags will be going into the incubation chamber. All right. Yeah, so I washed the table. Pretty good fold. Again, I'm kind of shooting for the 5-pound mark with this stuff. I don't want to like dig into the mycelium, you know what I mean? But you gotta, without cutting myself. All right, so there's a good notch. I'll just put one up here too. Nothing much, just give it a place to breathe. Oh, there. Better secure myself here. I have not had any contamination issues with bags. Knock on wood. It was the bucket. The bucket died, but it is what it is. Ish happens. So, yeah, like I said, I'm just an exhausted mushroom hopeful here. Yeah, there are days I just get home from work and it's like, well, I love my little project here, but my goodness, I come to work, come here, do mushroom stuff. Okay, so I always have to make sure to turn that thing down. This thing's still pretty hot, but we're gonna keep it sterile. Let's see if I can take the parafilm off my blue oyster mushroom mycelium here. So like I said, this was I did an agar to agar transfer and worked out pretty well. Let me see if I'll show you the mycelium here. I always do kind of like, oh, I shouldn't wave this around, but here we go. So I'll keep the cap on just so I look professional. Yes, that's blue oyster right there. The reishi mycelium, it's wild. It's wild. So it's a whole nother animal. All right. So, all right, so 15 PSI for 90 minutes. I started watching that new accountant movie. I thought, well, all right, when I'm done with this, it'll be good. I got a pressure steam sterilizer. So the laminar flow hood, I try to keep everything. I think I washed my hands recently. There we go. Okay, I'll wash my hands again. Oh, Lordy. Yeah, this will wrap it up for tonight, you know. It's just a workflow deal, right? I'm always sterilizing something. I'm always watching everything go through the process. I got the tent going on. I got the whole garage I'm cleaning. It's come a long way though. I'm getting close. I can feel it where I will be ready to rock. We've got the I think I'm the only aspiring mushroom farm here in town. So small community, Sitka, Alaska. Yeah, this is really hot, so we're gonna hold it in front of the laminar flow for a second. But they've got the Sitka co-op. The co-op, so they'll dig it. They'll dig it. I think most of our produce comes up on the barge, and yeah, that's unfortunate. We're kind of well, I believe we are the most expensive place to buy food, if not like in the top like 5. Like the town, you know, like the small town. I think villages, a lot of the villages around here are pretty cooked as well. But a lot of rain recently, a lot of rain. So if you're farming mushrooms indoors though, it's kind of, I looked out today, I was like, I'm glad. I've got mushroom stuff to do. Okay. So, well, if anyone hasn't seen this before, I cracked that. That is blue oyster mycelium. I did an agar to agar transfer to get to this guy. And then again, then I have to kind of throw them into refrigeration so they chill out. Because look at that thing. Wow, aggressive. Okay. A little bit of condensation in there. Not a big fan of that, but whatever. So yeah, definitely gonna attack the edges. Another reason I don't like having a scalding tool here, because I don't want to cook it. I need more hands. Hi-ya! So I'm just gonna hawk this guy in there. So I'm gonna use the whole plate for 3 of these, which is overkill. I probably won't even use it all. I'll throw some in the compost and see if I can have a... Compost is looking pretty good with all the mushroom stuff I throw in there. Still waiting on the stump. I inoculated a stump in, boy, but that was only like 6 weeks ago. Time is, yeah, it's weird. I think like something about farming mushrooms and just, I've been super busy. It feels like a year has passed, or weeks and months, and then it's like, oh, it's been like 4 days. It's like, well, so I'm really, oh yeah. So I'm putting quite a few wedges in here because I got them, and I'm really kind of, and then I'll cook this again. All right, let's just move around. Keep this thing in front of the hood. Obviously, that's kind of the goal, is to keep everything that I want sterile. I've been setting this puppy at 6. And we're gonna get a good hell. Okay. Yeah, so apart from the time warp that I appear to be in, that I don't know when or what I'm doing. Oh, look at that. Beauty. Beauty. Oh, gosh. There's nothing better than a good seal. Love it. Right? 6 is my number. All right, let's keep going. So, okay, where am I? Holy moly. Yep. So yeah, I got the system down. Once the garage is completely clean, you can't see behind you, but I still got some clutter back there that everything's fairly well organized, but I'm a little neurotic. And this is kind of my project. I'm thinking about painting that wall over there too, although this is just more projects. I tried to join the Chamber of Commerce. Yesterday. They said they would be in touch. But we mostly have, and a lot of this is based on House Bill 251, where you can basically, you can sell mushrooms to anybody now, but no limits. Regulations are all getting stripped away. Schnikes. I'll live a little. Yeah, I don't even know what time it is anymore. It must be like 9. I'm so tired. This is ridiculous. So, okay, that's plenty. Blue oyster mushrooms, usually this stuff usually explodes, so this will be, by explodes I mean just colonizes extremely fast. Give me another one of those glorious seals. Look at this thing. Lay it on me. Woo! Yeah. Oh, deluxe. Deluxe. Okay. I'm getting, this is lack of sleep. One more of these. I'll show you some more colonized bags of lion's mane. I'll be pulling those out, moving them in there, making space. I'm gonna do 2 more incubation chambers. I'm gonna build a shelving unit behind me somewhere. And I could expand the tent. Ultimately, it's going to depend on if I can get if I can start selling this stuff, but we'll see. We shall see in due course. All right, I think that's clean. Let's see, it should be. I don't want to touch the tip. Let's see. All right, good to go. Okay. But, oh my, oh no. La la la. I spend a lot of my time in the garage now. It's kind of my, it's my spot, I suppose. Usually playing music, but I thought there might be like copyright issues. So I don't know why I'm cutting into the middle. Obviously, usually my logic is I hug the edges because it seems to be like the most growth area, the latest and the greatest. Gonna get the boat in the water. It's been raining quite a bit though, so we're gonna hold on that. We go, me and my buddy Joe. Just more projects, you know. Summer, it's like summer in Alaska. I mean, it's gone by the time you find, by the time you remember it's even there. It's like, but I like the rain. I like the darkness. So it was raining today. Everybody was complaining about it. I'm like, you know, I'm pretty happy. I've got mushroom projects going on. I got an insulating door there. You know, I don't see the sun. In here. I got high hopes though. I think this is the third bag. Let's just soup it up, huh? Let's just go crazy. Get this thing going. I ran out of bags. Oh, Lord. Everything was a standstill. My YouTube content really took a dive. I was getting... I was freaking out. And then the whole, so you're seeing me at the cusp of that, like I just got bags again. Well, that's just the workflow. I need a giant calendar. I need inventory management. I got a job too. It's not like I got... Okay, more than enough. For good measure and for, let's just see how fast that, I'll special label this guy. I'll throw that in the compost. It's fun to see the compost all of a sudden have more success than I do. It's like, what? Open it up, it's like, oh my God. No contamination. It's like, what? How is it so? Of course it's contaminated, but it's not. All right. Ready for this? This is the best part. Oh, baby. Check it out. That is a seal. Look at that seal. Look at that crisp. Look at that hold, right? Unbelievable. So then I try to mix them gently. I try to get the wedges kind of closer to the bottom. Like I said, a lot of times my issues are it wanting to fruit in the bag before it's kind of uniformly colonized. Adding too many wedges, this might be the curse here. I'm sure there's a technique for this that I should probably look into, but maybe I could invent one, right? I'll invent a technique. Yeah, so it might come to the point where I'm just eating salmon and mushrooms, and that's it. But that's it. Oh, and then I gotta turn this thing off, otherwise I'm gonna be... Saw some bears the other day. That was exciting. Yeah. Trash bears. So really nice. Oh, I did see another one. I was going out the road, and it must have heard me driving around. And boy, that thing just skipped across the road. Vicious, huge apex predator. So come on. All right. Oh. Yeah, you sleep well. I think, the last 3 months has just been, I've been running ragged. I've been trying to do all these videos. I've been doing I've been working 40 hours a week. Then I come home and I got mushroom, just various processes. And then I'm kind of doing it in conjunction with cleaning the garage. So deep cleaning, I'm doing I wanted to do an epoxy on the concrete, but then it's, I think I've already got some sealer on it, so I'm gonna be doing, but holy mackerel. Yeah, yesterday was nuts. I woke up at 6 a.m. and, oh gosh, let me pull up my pants. Yeah, I woke up at 6 a.m., day off. I was like, I'm gonna be like that guy. I don't know, I heard I was listening to one of those CEOs from NVIDIA or whatever, one of those, he was like, I do the hardest thing, first thing in the morning, and then the rest of my day. So I was like, I'm going executive on this. And then I ended up having to take a nap. I slept from at around 2 o'clock. I was just I'm so tired. So I took a nap, and then I thought, I don't know if the system worked for me, because it was and then I was going to go out on the boat, but it was raining again. It's been raining quite a bit. Well, okay, here, let me show you this. I think I showed some people in the beginning, but they're probably new people. This is labeled R. I'm getting that right. So this is a reishi. This is reishi mushroom mycelium growing on rye grain berries. So this is exciting. This is growing a lot faster than I'm used to. I thought reishi was a very slow grower for a while, and then one guy was telling me I was totally wrong. And then yeah, I'm moving all these lines made over. I don't even know. It's and really what I need to do is I need to date them. And that's what I'll do. Don't let me forget, because it's okay, I'm going to date. I need to label what they are, and then I need to date them. So I'll try to get the air out of this guy. I don't know if this is normal. I'm going to go this way so I can actually all right. Maybe it'll naturally kind of flow out. There we go. I don't want to get aggressive with the thing. All right, I got to turn this guy back on just a little bit. Let me get it cooking. Yeah, so I'll do the double slit. And throw them in the fruiting chamber. And then, I don't know, 1 to 2 weeks, I should start seeing some sort of pinning. And then it'll come out. I've eaten the lion's mane that I've grown. It's fantastic. I think it's a winner. It's a totally different ball game. These, the rye grain is blue oyster, and then I'll do reishi, and then I think maybe in the next month or two I'll move to chestnut. And then there were some kind of gimmicky ones. There was one that eats plastic, so I could try to make a substrate dish, throw a bunch of different types of plastic in there and see how it consumes it. There's one that glows in the dark. So if I'm looking for entertainment, I could go that direction. But really, the monster here is that I shouldn't get too fancy. If I can just get on the shelf at the food co-op, and then I'm off to the races. I think that'll be it. And if I can get this garage up to what I want it to be, and I let this overcook again. So ouch. Oh yeah. Storing mycelium plates. I'll want to start doing agar slants. That would probably be the next upgrade. Agar slants, bigger tent, more incubation chambers, more. Kings, like king trumpets. So, yeah, that'll work. Reconnected with an old friend who, from like high school. I mean, like, I don't want to age myself, but it's been a while. And then, but yeah, he got run out by those fires, but he did videos. He got into post-production, so I'm trying to get him to I don't want to exploit him, because I think he was a little bit higher caliber than some dude on the some dude growing mushrooms in his garage. But I thought, gosh, man, maybe it was okay. I'll cook that in there. Get these going in. Yeah, king trumpets look good. I must admit, I've never eaten one. So, okay. So I'm just super impatient too. Like a lot of times I'll see these and I don't have any. See, like look at me right now. I'm not dating them right now. I'll just have to write down what I did. I'll just have to remember. I'll write it down after this. And then catch this thing before it cooks all the way. Let me see. Yeah, this bag air is just kind of a little ridiculous. I don't know. Yeah, I sleep well. I mean, this is... But this is probably the furthest I've ever been in my mushroom cultivation journey. I don't think I've never really gotten this far. I've never had a setup. I've never had a garage to operate in. So I live with some other people. It's kind of my spot. All right. But I'm getting better. You know what I mean? I feel like I've improved my skills. I think this is. I'm learning a lot. Just the small things. It's like just the. you know, nothing even really pops to mind right out of my head. But well, I'm leaving every. You see, well, this is. So it's funny that so I got blue oyster in here, but it has yet to show its face, which makes me nervous. But then I bet if I look at the video, it's probably been like 4 days. And so essentially I'm gonna write blue oyster. What's today's date? 8? Yes. 6. Yeah, so blue oyster, 6/8. This is the best thought I have. Oopsie. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Got it out of there. Cleaned the pressure steam sterilizer the other day. Got some more rye grain berries. Got bags, got tons of bags. I ran out of those. Then it like, colonizes in days and fruits fully into, oh my gosh. Okay, so, yeah, so we'll see. So I've got a good benchmark here. We'll see how these go. So this should be optimized. And they definitely have enough wedges in them, so holy moly. But yeah, I got all the materials and everything like that. The garage is looking a lot better. I think I'll be up to, yeah, there you go. Thank you for making me feel better. I turned off the heater up there. Didn't really need it right now. We'll see how when the winter comes. But yeah, this is pretty much the operation. And I just I come home from work every day and slave away in the mushroom garage, and I'm gonna go finish that accountant movie. And I guess that's it. Appreciate everyone's support. Oh, gross, sorry. That was under the glove, the Band-Aid. Okay, anyways, I gotta go. So catch you guys later. Be well.